Hi everybody, my name is Joel Romero. This is Chris West and we are with Bazzaz Performance, and today we will be showing you how to install the ZFI TC. This unit consists of a fuel controller, quick shift system, and traction control. So you'll be seeing Chris and I install the system on this 2008 Hayabusa. Okay, now we are going to proceed with removing both seats and the gas tank, and it's going to be followed by the air box. Okay, as you open up the box, the first thing you're going to be able to see is the ZFI TC unit, and underneath that you should be able to see two different harnesses. You have your shift switch, your coil harness, your fuel harness, USB cable, and the Scotch lock. Next thing he's going to go ahead and do is going to lay out the coil harness. He's going to line it up against his 4 coils, and he's going to run it along the right side of the frame, trying to avoid any sharp objects or anything that might damage our harness. The next thing he's going to go ahead and do is going to grab the fuel harness, run that along the left side of the frame, and meet towards the back tail section of the bike where the coil harness was previously laying out. Chris is going to go ahead and install the coil harness now. The coil necessarily doesn't matter which direction it actually starts on. Just keep the two connectors paired up. So as you can see, Chris is unplugging all 4 of his coils, and now he will go ahead and put our harness in line. Now Chris is running the coil harness along the right side of the frame, trying to hide it behind any of the heat shields just to keep some of the heat away from our harness. Our harness is all plug and play, so he's going to be able to plug our fuel harness directly into the injectors. He's going to start off with the primary number 1 cylinder. Our primary number 1 cylinder will begin with the pink and white wire. A helpful hint is always start off unplugging one injector at a time, plugging in our harness into the existing OEM harness, and then the female harness will go directly into the injector. Okay, Chris is finishing up with the number 3 cylinder right now and is heading on to the number 4, and that's going to be followed with our TPS connector. Okay, as you can see, Chris has the TPS connector in his hand, and the TPS connector is actually located on the right side of the throttle body. Okay, Chris just finished with the throttle position. Now it'll be followed with the RPM signal, which is typically in our harness a natural 2-pin connector. The RPM connector will be actually located on the left side of the frame underneath the main harness. Gear position connector is typically white, and the gear position connector on the bike is located also on the left side of the bike, right above the RPM connector. And now he is routing the rest of the fuel harness towards the back tail section of the bike where the coil harness is already in place. The next thing Chris is going to go ahead and do is going to get switch power, and we usually get switch power off the diagnostic connector, and that is a orange with white wire. Chris is showing you the Scotch lock that he will be using to connect the power to the orange and white wire on the diagnostic connector. That usually just wraps around the wire, and you use a pair of pliers to crimp it down. Now he's connecting the power to the actual Scotch lock using our T-tap. You want to make sure you have a good ground connection, so make sure the surface is always clean and tight connection. So we just have showed you the basics of the Bazzaz Performance product. Keep up to date with Bazzaz Performance products by visiting our website at bazzazperformance.com.